When I was in Japan, I used to go out almost every night because I found that learning Japanese during the day and going out at night to practice was a really great way to learn quickly. Also, I found that Japanese people are more open and much less busy during evening and in the bar setting. Being a so-called salaryman or salaryman is a very common thing in Japan, and after an honest day's work, people naturally go for a drink or two and then maybe catch the last train home. One of the things I absolutely adore about Japan is that it didn't matter whether I would end up talking to girls, guys, old people, younger people. I would end up having absolutely fascinating conversations with people. We talk about all kinds of things: anime, work, Japanese language, how to write this character, how to write that one. I've learned so much. And one of the things I've learned, very important things, was how to leave behind the textbook style phrases and start adopting how Japanese people actually speak. And being in a bar, one of the things that you gotta learn is how to order seconds. There's a bunch of ways to say that, but today we'll focus on just one of them. Okawari, one more. Kawari literally translates as substitute or replacement. So essentially, you're asking for a replacement by just saying replacement. The o at the beginning is a politeness attachment to make it sound nicer. This word by itself is fully sufficient to get seconds, whatever that might be, drinks or meal. But if you'd like to make it even more polite, you can say okawari onegai shimasu. One more, please. If you're in a more formal setting, maybe a very nice restaurant, or maybe you're talking to an older person, or you want to impress the Japanese person next to you, feel free to use this version. For more casual version, just say okawari. Now, the reason why I've picked this particular word is not only because it's one of the most natural sounding ways to say one more, but also it has other useful meanings and uses as well. We'll cover one of them now. Since we're still in the context of bars and restaurants, let's take a look at this example sentence. ワインの代わりにビールにします. Instead of wine, I'll have beer. ビールにします means I'll have a beer. ワインの代わりに means instead of wine. As you can see, you can use the word that we've introduced earlier to say seconds to say instead of X, Y. When X is a noun, you have to use no before 代わりに. So it's ワインの代わりに and not ワイン代わりに. That would be incorrect. Also, notice we're adding ni after 代わり. There isn't exactly a direct translation of this particle in this particular case. Just like the English version instead of has the particle of, the Japanese version needs ni for the sentence to make sense. Let's take a look at another sentence. 中国の代わりに台湾に行きました. Instead of China, I went to Taiwan. 中国の代わりに instead of China, 台湾に行きました. I went to Taiwan. Which is true, by the way. Actually, when I went to Asia to practice my Chinese, I did end up going to Taiwan instead of China. Long story short, best thing that ever happened to me. China is a noun, and so we need no. 中国の代わりに台湾に行きました. Here's another one. 韓国語の代わりに日本語を勉強する. Instead of Korean, I study Japanese. See? It's super simple. Now you know how to not only order a second drink and meal, but also how to say instead of X, Y. If you enjoyed our time together here, please smash that like button, it does help the channel, and subscribe for more free content. And if you'd like to learn basic Japanese conversation in 25 days, then you really ought to check out my online Essential Japanese Home Study course, which I put together with my native Japanese friend Riko-chan. Just imagine yourself, a month from now, being able to speak basic Japanese with ease, and knowing how to handle most common everyday situations. How does that feel? Feels amazing, doesn't it? As you're becoming aware of how amazing it feels, I'd like you to know that you can achieve that even if you're a slow learner. And more. Thousands went through my courses, and every single one who put in just 30 minutes a day got results, as promised. Whatever your interest in Japanese is, whether you want to be able to get more out of traveling around Japan, or you want to make some Japanese friends, or even get that boyfriend or girlfriend, isn't that important enough for you to invest measly 30 minutes a day? If thousands of people from all kinds of walks of life made it happen, then it's just a matter of 30 minutes for you as well. Because I'll hold your hand every step of the way. And Riko-chan will make sure you're learning the real deal. If that sounds fair enough, then go ahead and check out my Essential Japanese course. Link in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.